As you start listening now, perhaps you can begin to wonder, what would it feel like to let go of those old patterns? You know the ones, don't you? The ones that keep circling, like a dog chasing his tail, spinning around and around, until it gets dizzy and just stops. Stops to do something different. Stops to choose. Because that's the thing, isn't it? Choice. You've always had it, haven't you? Even if it felt like you didn't. But here's a secret. When you think about it, really think about it, having the best moments in your life being when you chose something new, something unexpected, something surprising. You might not realize it yet, but somewhere deep inside, there's a part of you that knows how to create, knows how to design. Think about it. If you ever put on a pair of socks, or even just decide to go outside on a sunny day, you've already been a designer. You've already shaped your world. And right now, as you begin to hear this, you can notice, can't you, that every change starts with a thought. Just one thought. And thoughts, they're like seeds, aren't they? You plant them, you water them, and sometimes, without even realizing it, they grow. They grow into action. Actions grow into habits. Habits grow into lives. And you are here right now, designing your life. You know, there's this funny thing about problems. They seem so solid, don't they? So real. But have you ever looked at a movie screen and noticed that the monster chasing the hero is just light and shadow? Isn't that fascinating? And here's what's more fascinating. You can decide to change the movie. So what if you took that feeling that you don't like, whatever it is, and spun it? I mean, really spun it. Like a top, faster and faster, until it just flies apart. And then you could take that good feeling, the one that makes you smile, even when you're trying to be serious, and spin that instead. Spin it until it grows so big, so bright, so strong, that it fills every corner of your mind. Because here's the truth. Every belief you've ever had, it was just a story you told yourself, isn't it? So why not write a better one? One where you're the hero, the adventurer, the one who tries and tries again, and keeps going until the treasure is found. After all, isn't that what a life is? A treasure hunt. And maybe, just maybe, you've already found some treasure. Maybe it's hidden in the things you've done well, the times you succeeded, even when it felt impossible. And you can take those treasures, can't you? Hold them in your mind like precious jewels. Let their light shine on everything else. Let them show you, guide you, into the future that you've always dreamed of. Because dreams, they aren't just something that you have at night. They're something you create right now, right here. You know, when you were a child, everything was an adventure, wasn't it? Opening a box, peeking in a closet. Even just walking outside could feel magical. And that magic, it's still there inside you, waiting. All it takes is curiosity. What if you could feel that way now? What if you could let it bubble up, like laughter, like joy, until it spills over into everything that you do? And when you do that, when you really do that, you can start to see hesitation for what it is. Just a pause, just a moment, not a wall, but a doorway. And all you have to do is step through. Now imagine, just imagine, that every time you hear your own doubts, your own fears, you could laugh, really laugh. The kind of laugh that shakes your shoulders and makes your belly hurt. Because how serious could those voices really be? What if you turn them into cartoons, silly little characters and squeaky voices? Wouldn't that be more fun? And the next time you hear that voice saying, "You can't do this," you could answer back, "Watch me." And maybe, just maybe, you'll surprise yourself. Because surprises are wonderful, aren't they? So now, as you let these words settle, as you let them soak into your mind like water into soil, you can begin to notice something. You can notice how powerful you really are, how capable, how creative, how unstoppable. And the best part, it's not about being perfect. It's about being curious. It's about trying. It's about taking one step and then another, until you look back and you see how far you've come. Because you're moving forward, even now, even here, even as you sit and drink. And doesn't that feel good? Doesn't that feel right? And as you sit here now, maybe you can notice, or maybe you don't notice just yet, but somewhere deep inside, there's a shift already beginning. Isn't it interesting how change works? It's never forced, it's never loud. It's like planting a seed into fertile soil. You don't have to pull on the seed to make it grow, do you? No, you just let it be. Let it soak in the light, the water, the warmth, and soon enough it stretches up effortlessly, naturally. And that's how your potential works too, doesn't it? It's already inside you, quietly waiting for the right conditions. And maybe, just maybe, those conditions are here, now in this moment. And isn't it fascinating how those old patterns, the ones that seemed so heavy, so unmovable, they're really just like shadows on the wall. Shadows that disappear when you turn towards the light. And the light, of course, is your awareness. The way you see things now. Because the moment you change how you look at something, it changes, doesn't it? So maybe that old feeling, that hesitation, it wasn't a block after all. Maybe it was a signal, a little whisper from your unconscious that was saying, there's something important here. Look closer. And as you look closer, you realize it wasn't holding you back. It was pointing the way forward. You know, the future, it's an open canvas, isn't it? And you're the artist, the creator, the designer. So what'll you paint? What'll you build? Maybe you spent some time looking at what's missing, what's wrong, what's broken. But isn't it true? The great artists, they don't focus on the blank space. They focus on the possibilities. They start with one stroke, one line, one idea, and suddenly the masterpiece begins to take shape. And as you begin to shape your future now, you can let go of any old expectations, any old rules about what should or shouldn't be. Because it's your canvas, your life. And you get to decide how vibrant, how bold, how beautiful it becomes. And those voices in your mind, the ones that say, you can't, or you're not ready, have you ever stopped to wonder where they came from? Whose voice are they really? Are they yours? Or are they echoes of someone else's fears? Someone else's limitations? Because here's the thing. Those voices aren't you. They're just noise. And noise can be turned down, can't it? It can be softened, transformed, even tuned out completely. So instead of hearing, you can't. What if you heard, what if? What if this works? What if you can succeed? What if you discover something amazing? And as those questions take root, you can feel something shifting, can't you? The old doubt dissolving into a sense of wonder, a sense of curiosity, a sense of adventure. And isn't it true? Every time you face a challenge, you found something inside you, a strength, a determination, that you didn't even know you had. Think back to those moments now. See yourself in them. Notice how you stood up, how you pushed through, how you kept going, even when it was hard. And as you watch yourself, doesn't it feel good to know the strength that's still there? It's always been there. It's a part of who you are. And maybe, just maybe, that strength is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So the next time you face a challenge, you can smile, can't you? Because you know deep down that you've got this. You've handled harder things before. And every challenge is just another chance to grow, to stretch, to become even stronger. And here's the thing. Life doesn't have to be serious, does it? You've known this all along, haven't you? Remember, when you were a child, how you laughed at the simplest things, how you found joy in the smallest moments. That joy hasn't gone anywhere. It's still inside you, waiting to be rediscovered. So what if you let yourself play a little more, laugh a little louder? What if you stopped taking everything so seriously and just started to see the humour in it all? Because isn't it true? The most resilient people, the ones who thrive, they're the ones who can laugh. who can find the light even in the darkest moments. And maybe as you allow yourself to smile now, you can feel that light spreading, can't you? Filling every part of you. As you feel that light, that strength, that curiosity growing, you can begin to anchor it deep within you. Imagine now, as you breathe, that every inhale is like pouring fuel onto a fire of determination, of courage, of excitement. And with every exhale, let go of anything that doesn't serve you. Doubt, fear, hesitation, all melting away like ice in the sun. And with each breath, you can feel that fire, brighter, stronger, more powerful. So no matter where you go, no matter what you face, that fire, it's always within you, guiding you, protecting you, empowering you. Because here's the truth. You're capable of so much more than you ever imagined. The limits you felt before, they weren't real. They were like clouds in the sky, just passing through. And as those clouds part now, you can see clearly, can't you? You can see the vast infinite horizon of what's possible. And you know deep down, the best is yet to come. So, what will you do in this moment? What will you create? What will you discover? The answers are already inside you, waiting to unfold, waiting to reveal themselves. And as they do, you can feel a deep sense of excitement, can't you? A sense of purpose, a sense of knowing that this is just the beginning, because it is. This is your time, your moment, your life. And it's going to be extraordinary.